Dream Team, it's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are once again with Only Fools and Horses Season 7, Episode 4, The Class of 62. Before we jump in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got? La 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 la.
Yeah. I ain't stopped since you went out. How's the audition go?
Don't ask. Just don't ask. He got me up on the stage singing I'm going to the chapel and I'm going to get married. I mean, look at me.
Well, I reckon it's your choice of song, Raquel, you see. I think next time we should choose something a bit more modern, like one of the Madonna numbers, you know?
How about Like a Virgin?
See, yeah, something like that. Hey, come on, listen, you shouldn't be standing up in your condition, should you? Now, come on, come and sit down. Sit down over here. Come and sit in this chair, because it's nice and warm.
I was going to make some tea.
No, don't you worry about that. I'll make a pot of tea. Rodney, make a pot of tea. Come on, Rodney. Because Raquel is pregnant and your uncle's knackered. Now, go on.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be out of work.
Not compulsory, Rodney. Government do allow you to make a pot of tea.
And what I'm saying, Unc, is what about Brian Epstein here?
Look, I've got all my correspondence to catch up with, haven't I?
Oh, what, one letter? And as for Raquel...
I'll make the tea.
Honestly, it's all right for some little dipstick, isn't it, eh? They go and jolly up down the pub every night and then crawl out of bed when he hears the theme tune to Home and Away. But me, I'm a captain of industry, me, ain't I, eh? I deal with clients at organisations are household names.
Oh, yeah. Like Parkhurst.
Man, I'm frustrated that Rodney's still not back with Cassandra, bro. Like, come on, what's going on? Like, get them two back together. You need to be with his true love.
None of my mates are in Parkhurst.
Captain of industry. More like a bloody stowaway. I mean, you really get off on this yuppie trick, don't you? So what's the latest brainwave? Fax machines.
They're handy things to have, Rodney.
Oh, yes, for normal people, Uncle, yes. But he don't know anybody else who's got another fax machine. And that is why, in the 2 months he's been wired up to the worldwide digital miracle, he ain't had one message. You got a message on your fax machine, girl?
So, what does it feel like being a plonker then, Rodney, eh? This message, it could have come from anywhere in the world. This could have come from Rome, New York, Tokyo. Oh, it's from Mike at the Nag's Head. Yes, he had the foresight, you see, to buy one of my machines, and I bet he's double glad that he did. God, blimey, and half a moaner though, ain't he, eh? Look at this. This message starts, machine no working prop. God, blimey. What does he expect for 45 quid, eh? Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, listen to this. I'm only invited to a school reunion tonight.
You're kidding.
No, straight up. It's for the pupils of Class 4C who left the Martin Luther King Comprehensive in 1962. Yeah, that used to be the old Dockside Secondary Modern. Yeah, it's a turn up for the book, and I'm going to see all my old schoolmates.
Yeah. You suffer from seasickness?
No, what's that?
Well, it just gets very choppy on the Isle of Wight ferry, you know.
For the last time, Rodney, my mates are not in Parkhurst. Anyway, it's in the Nag's Head tonight. Yeah, why did you come along anyway? Might cheer yourself up, you miserable devil. Hey, Raquel, guess what? Listen, you'll never guess. I've only been invited to a school reunion tonight at the old Nag's Head.
That'd be nice for you.
Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it, eh? What's up?
Nothing.
Hey, come on. There's something up. Something's bothering you. I can tell.
Yeah, something's
Now,
up.
yeah, was it that audition? Because if it was, look, that geezer was right out of
No,
order.
it's nothing to do with that. It's this letter. It's from my solicitors. They've managed to trace my husband's whereabouts and told him that I've started divorce proceedings.
Oh, well, that's good then, isn't it, eh? What's he say?
The solicitors say that he is considering his response.
Oh, that's all right.
What's
wrong with that?
What you mean he consider his response? They've been separated for, what she say, 5 years? Y'all done for. Cooked. Done. Relationship was in rambles. She about to be married to Dale. She about to have his child. Ain't nothing to consider. Divorce is through. Push it through, god dang it.
I mean, you know, you've been apart for 8 years, haven't you? And in all that time, have you ever seen him or heard anything from him?
No, nothing. You don't know him like I do, Del. He can be horrible when he wants to be. I wish you'd never suggested starting divorce proceedings.
Now, don't go on about that. Come on. That girl's going to be all right, isn't it? I mean, he can't do you any harm, can he, eh? Because he doesn't even know where you live. And even if he did know where you live, he'd have to go through me first. Eh? So you just forget it. You let the solicitors solicit.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because I want us to be pucker. I want to be married and all the exes. All right? Because I know that little face ache in there, he weren't planned, but well, he's here now, isn't he?
All her?
Yeah, all of her. You know what? If I was any happier, I'd be dangerous. Because you see, you and him, or her, best things that's ever happened to me since my mum died.
The best thing that's ever happened to me since my mom died.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I think so.
Yeah, well, don't
Yeah.
worry, mate.
You didn't say it right. You didn't say it. We understand what you mean, but the way you said it wasn't the right way to say it. The happiest I've been since my mom died. That make it sound like you happy that your mom died.
Promise.
All right, Del. You know best.
That's it, good girl. You know it makes sense, because I'd do anything for you, you know? Anything.
Anything?
Uh-oh.
All right. Promise me you won't get drunk with your mates tonight.
On your bike.
Well, this is bloody ridiculous. The reunion's supposed to start at 7:30, and look at it, it's almost 8:10.
Who organised this reunion anyway?
What? Ain't he here yet? Your host, the bloke who's paying for all this. Said he was going to arrive late. Think he wants to make an entrance, surprise you all.
Who is it, Mike? Come on, who is it? Who is it?
I don't know, Del. He just came in yesterday. He said he wanted a room for a school reunion. Oh, I will have a word with you about that fax machine you sold me.
Yes, all right, Michael. You know, I'm busy at the moment. I'll fax you about it during the week.
So what was this bloke's name?
No, I didn't catch it.
Well, didn't you get his name on your receipt and in your accounts?
No, I forgot.
In other words, he paid cash.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what was he like? Was he tall?
Yeah, tallish.
Here, he didn't have a scar. Did he run in from the bridge?
Bro, what if it's Raquel's ex, bro? What if it was Raquel's ex-husband? That'd be crazy.
His nose right down to the corner of his mouth.
And his right ear was missing.
No, not that I noticed, no.
It ain't our old headmaster then.
It'd be our old headmaster. Doctor said he'd never be allowed back into society.
All right.
Yeah. Is it you? Is it you, Trigger, that organised all this?
I'll turn it up, Del Boy. Trigger couldn't organise a prayer in a mosque. I got lost on my way here.
That was, boys, y'all gotta give it to you. That was a good one. Trigger couldn't organize a prayer in a mosque. That was a good one, bro.
Yeah.
You've been coming to this pub since you were 16.
I know, I found a pub, all right. I mean, I couldn't find this room. Probably standing in your dance hall for the last hour.
All the lights are out, Trig.
I know. You've been standing in the dock for an hour? Yeah. I thought we was all going to jump out and surprise them.
But there's no one else in there.
But I didn't know that, did I? The lights were out. How you going, Dave?
Well, I'll send your man up as soon as he arrives.
Oh
In the
my
meantime, all enjoy yourselves, lads.
It's a bit of a mystery, all this, isn't it? It's like something out of one of them Agatha Christie films.
Yeah. I used to fancy her.
I mean, when you think about it, right? Just think, somebody has arranged for you four to be in this room at the same time. You used to fancy Agatha Christie?
Yeah. I had a picture of her on my bedroom wall.
She was an old lady. All English country gardens and granny hats.
Yeah, she looked a bit like Mr. Kipling's bit on the side.
Well, I fancied her. I saw her in that film, Dr. Zhivago. That's Julie Christie, you... Yeah, well, whatever, I liked her.
As I was saying, on a cold, rainy night in Peckham, somebody has arranged for you four to be in this room at the same time. And nobody knows who. And the most important and frightening aspect of the entire
Nobody
mystery.
knows why.
Nobody knows why. Now think hard. Who would do something like that?
Jeremy Beadle? Jeremy bloody Beadle?
Don't be stupid.
Here, Rodney. Now, you're trying to frighten us. Now, pack it in, because it won't work.
Well, that's it, I'm off.
Sit down, Denzel. You're not going to...
Listen, I wasn't even at your school for long. My mum and dad didn't even come down to London till I was 13. I don't really feel like qualify as one of the old boys.
Did you get an invitation?
Yeah.
Then you're staying.
Well, it's just that I've got this thought going round my head.
Well, lend it to Trigger.
Just say, our old headmaster has escaped.
Yeah, I'm going to get my coat. I better go and check on Uncle Albert.
What's that? Turn the lights on. All right. Oh, no, shut up. Just shut up, will you?
Of course. Of freaking course it's him. Oh my. And it would have been nobody else. I don't even know why I thought it could have been anybody else. Of course it's freaking him.
God, it's our old headmaster. It's Bendover Benson.
If it is, he's grown another ear from somewhere.
Surprise, surprise!
Slater!
I had you this time, didn't I? Be honest, I had you going.
Bro, don't tell me Slater's Raquel's ex-husband. You better not. You better not tell me right now that Slater's Raquel's ex-husband. Her ex was a cop. You better not be saying to me right now that Slater is Raquel's ex-husband.
Tell me, the last person you guessed would be here tonight was Roy Slater, eh?
Slater, what are you doing back here?
Come on, Dale, I've gone to a lot of trouble here.
You mean you organised this reunion?
Yeah. I was in town, thought it'd be a nice way to catch up with a few mates. I hear Marling's had a nipper.
What about it?
Well, nothing. Just congratulations. I know you and her have been dreaming of having a baby for years. It's nice. And Rodney.
What?
You got married. I know. But you don't have to be on the defensive with me, son. I'm pleased for you.
Yeah, well, the marriage didn't really work.
Rodney, don't you say a word. I'll only hold it against you.
Look, Del, I didn't come here to upset things. It's just a little get-together, that's all. Can't we at least be friendly?
Friendly, eh? With a snide like you, I wish it had been our old headmaster now.
I wish it had been Jeremy Beadle.
I thought you were in Parkhurst.
I got parole 6 months ago.
You're back in the police force now, Roy.
Bro, you can't help but love Trigger, bro. He's just so dumb, bro. You can't help but love that idiocracy. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But I love it when this man talks, bro.
No, Trig, no. They wouldn't have me back. Not after I was convicted of diamond smuggling and given a 5-year prison sentence. Police are funny about things like that. I've been living in Colchester, working for an undertaker, hence the coat. The look on your faces, I wish I brought my tape measure with me. You fancy a drink?
Not for me, Roy. I've got a prior engagement with the downstairs toilet.
Save yourself a journey, Boise. The biggest cars is up here, look.
I'll go home and old Chief Inspector. My uncle promised he'd tell me all about the war.
Wait, let's get a few things straight. I'm not a chief inspector anymore, I'm just an ordinary bloke.
I don't mean you any harm, and I can't do you any harm. I know you'll laugh, but I've changed.
You changed. Pull the other one.
A man don't go to this expense without good reason. I know it might sound ridiculous, but if it were possible, I'd like to wipe the slate clean.
Wipe the slate clean after what you've done to us? In the past, you fitted every one of us up on Mickey Mouse charges.
I know, Del, I know. And that's why I kept the guest list to just you lot. Because you're the ones who deserve my biggest apologies. I wish I could turn the clock back.
Yeah, so do I. To R6 this evening. I've got to stay in and watch the telly. You fitted up me, Boise and Denzel on possession of stolen goods.
Yeah, and we bought them off you.
Now that's dirty. Now that's definitely dirty.
No. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, with all due respect, ex-Chief Inspector, you can stuff your apologies.
Yeah, and I remember the time you followed me in the van and you nicked me for doing 70 miles an hour in a built-up area. It was just my word against his, and guess who the magistrate believed? I mean, you couldn't get that van to do 70 miles an hour if you pushed it off a cliff.
Rodney, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, shove it, Slater, right? You just shove it.
And what about the time you planted 3,000 Green Shield stamps on Trigger and he got put away for 18 months in a young offenders home, eh?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Trig.
Oh, that's all right, Roy.
See, I always wanted to be mates with you lot, but you sort of spurned me. So I wanted to hurt you for not liking me. You know, if you can't join them, beat them. That was my attitude. So the police force become my god. But in the end, even my own colleagues got sick of me and my ambitions. I knew my days were numbered. Began to panic. Felt as if the whole thing was coming to a premature conclusion. No pun intended, Boise.
Oh my
Worried
God.
about my future, financial security, that sort of thing. I turned to crime. Got myself involved in that diamond smuggling caper. And, as I of all people should know, I got collared. I spent 3.5 years in a 10-foot by 6-foot prison cell trying to work out where I'd gone wrong in life. Whilst in prison, I found Jesus.
What had they fitted him up with?
Bro, this is one of the best shows, I swear. I
To
swear.
be more precise, Jesus found me. It was around about the time that I got a message to say that my old man had passed away.
I know, Roy. I went to his funeral.
Thanks, Del. I wish I could have gone.
Why didn't you?
He didn't have a black suit and a bloody big ladder. He was in Nick Trick.
Yeah, but I thought they let you out for acts of God, like funerals and weddings.
I applied for temporary compassionate release. My mum wrote to the prison governor.
And he wouldn't let you go.
After what that old cow put in her letter. It's pathetic, isn't it? Even my own mum thinking. Perhaps this reunion wasn't such a good idea after all. You all look a bit embarrassed. Go on, you shoot off. I'll hang around. I'm going to sort out the money with the governor.
All right, Slate. Roy. I'll have a drink with you, come on.
Oh, thanks, Del. What about you other fellas? Will you break bread with me?
I prefer a Southern Comfort.
You two gone mad?
Oh, come on, look at him. He's only an Undertaker's tea-boy now, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's still putting bodies away.
You don't honestly believe he's changed, do you?
Well, personally, I'm not sure. But I'm always willing to give that somebody a chance. I get a large one, Roy.
I'll have a lager. Trigger.
Yeah, all right, I'll have a beer. How can you drink with Slater when that's the man who stitched you up over those knocked-off stamps and put you away for 18 months? I know, but when I come out, I've got an electric blanket and a radio with me.
Fancy a cognac?
And quick. Yes, it's very simple, Marlene. When you bring Raquel back here, you can pick me up. No, I am not drunk. Nobody is drunk.
Dillies,
No, I'm not. Shut up, Rodney.
you promised your love one you wouldn't get drunk though.
Why do women always say don't get drunk?
Hey, it's the nature, isn't it? My Karine was always going on about it until she left me.
And my cause
Dang, Kareem left her? Dang, I didn't know that, Denzel. Maybe I missed that in the episode.
My Ada was the same.
And they wonder why their marriages break up.
Take my advice. The only way to avoid a broken marriage is don't turn up for the wedding.
All right, keep the noise down. The women might hear. We don't want them to know we're enjoying ourselves, do we? Yeah.
Hey, you can't let them know that. I do got that good Boise. Don't let them know that. I got a problem with you finding joy without them.
Yes, I have had a couple of drinks. Well, it's a bloody reunion, isn't it? Yes, all right. I'll see you in a minute.
You having another drink, boys?
No, Marlene will be here in a moment. I will get my coat.
No, it's funny. Been through all these photos of the boys enjoying themselves at various stages of their lives. And I'm not in one of them.
Well, you were busy, weren't you, Roy? I mean, when that one was taken, you were at police training college.
Yeah. When that one was taken, you was nicked.
I suppose it was tough for you on the inside, eh? Especially when they found out you were an ex-copper.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. It was a nightmare. Every mealtime, they'd line up against the wall as I passed. Snide, Snide, they'd whisper. We're gonna get you, Snide. Hope your wife can sew, Slater.
Didn't the warders do nothing?
That was the warders. Convicts really had it in for me. 24 hours a day, watching your back, especially in the shower room.
I've heard there's a lot of banditos in there.
Oh, yeah. No wonder Oscar Wilde wrote a poem about it. You wouldn't believe what they'd sell for a king-size fag and a book of matches. Fortunately, they didn't give me any problems. I mean, these days, even the puffs don't fancy me.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, hang on, Roy. Here's one. Here's a photograph. Look at you in it. God, look at that. It's the old school football team, look.
Oh, look at that. How old were we then? 14. Hey, look, there's little Del Boy in his Roger Daltrey haircut.
I was a midfield dynamo, mate. I used to play like Paul Gascoigne. The one next to me is Boise. He used to play like Bamba Gascoigne.
There's that Italian kid. Good player. What was his name?
Oh, hello. That will be Marlene. I'd better be off.
Give us a lift home, will you, boys?
Yeah, me too, boys.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm running a bleeding minicab service these days. Well,
See you, Dens.
Oh, ta-ra, Roy.
Yeah, see you, Trick.
See ya.
See you, Denzel.
yes, cheerio, Roy. I'll see you around.
Yeah, we'll have a drink in the week, eh?
Oh, yes, I'll be in the pub sometime or another.
Oh, good, it's a date then.
I'll tell you what, Roy. I'll get a copy of this photo, if you like. Must have been the last time that you were with all your old mates, wasn't it? God, look at that. Those were the days, weren't they, eh? We had Denzel in goal. We had Monkey Harris left back. We had camaraderie.
Was that the Italian boy?
Yes. Yes, Trig, that was the Italian boy.
I'm telling you, bro, Trig might have the funniest lines in this freaking show, bro. Like, he's hilarious.
Trig, huh?
Camaraderie, the Italian boy. Hey, we're gonna have a drink then, Rodney. Hey? Yeah, go on then. Roy, hey? Want another drink, Roy? Oh, look at that. The prodigal plonker's gone to Kipler.
Are we going to get him home then?
Where's he staying?
Oh, I don't know, some bed and breakfast joint he said somewhere. Anyway, don't bother about it. Leave him there. Let him kip on the settee, all right?
Yeah. Not a bad idea. I think I'll climb in.
Yeah, all right. Well, good night, Night, chap. You know, Rodney, somebody had told me a few months ago that I'd be sitting and having a drink and a laugh, right, with Roy Slater. I would have said they were off the bloody head.
Yeah, he ain't such a bad bloke, I suppose.
Nah, well, this is it. Take them out of their uniform and get rid of their badges, and they're just like the rest of us, aren't they? Just as scared. There you go. Want some ice? Oh, all right. Yes, I would have some ice, Bill. Oh, thank you very much. I'll get it for you, Rodney. That's very nice of you, dog, wasn't it? Come on, without. Come on.
Don't believe. Rodney?
Yep, that's right. I'm not drunk.
Where's he come from?
Where's he come from? He who? Who's he? Ha? You mean Roy? Yes, he come from the pub. I said he'd come back for a drink.
Sod! All the promises you've made me.
Well, so, come on. Raquel, you didn't believe me when I said I was just going to go out and have 2 halves of shandy and then go to midnight mass, did you?
Hey, all the others. Your promises mean nothing, bloody nothing.
Hey, now calm down. Well, you don't get excited. It's not good for the baby. Here, I have a drink.
I don't want a drink. I thought I could trust you, Derek. I believed your promises, all of them. Your husband can't get near you, Raquel. He'll have to get past me first.
Yeah, well, that's right, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what's he doing, laying asleep on our sofa?
What are you on about?
My ex-husband is laying asleep on the sofa.
No,
God dang
that's
it.
Slater.
I knew it. I knew it was Slater. I knew it. 'Cause, I mean, if you're writing the show, that's the only reason you bring him back. I know that's the main. Oh Lord. Oh, this. Okay. Now we're in for it.
I know his name, Del. I was married to him for 4 years.
Slater? You were married to Slater?
Yes.
But that's Slater!
I wish I could burn my wedding photos, then maybe you'd believe me.
No, not Slater.
Slater was my married name.
But Slater! Why the hell didn't you tell me what your name was
I
then?
told you my husband was a policeman.
Yes, I know, but his name is Inspector Slater and your name's Raquel Turner. I mean, why don't you tell me what your married name was?
Because every time I talked about my marriage, you said, let's change the subject.
Oh, Gordon! Bloody Bennett!
Have you said anything to him?
No, of course I haven't. God, stop me. Are you sure you was married to him?
Of course I'm
All right, then, calm down. It's all right. Come here. It's all right now. Just shut up. Listen, stay here. You stay here. I'll go and see if I can get rid of him. All right? Slater, God. Rodney, wake up, you dipstick. Wake up. Listen.
What is it?
Slater was married to Raquel. No, it's not a joke. Slater was Raquel's husband. Yes, I'm telling you, would I wouldn't lie about something as serious as, would I?
No.
Well, does Slater know?
Of course he does, he was at the bloody wedding, wasn't he?
No, I mean, does he know about you and Raquel?
Well, no, I don't know, I don't think so, not as far as... I've got to get him out of here, Come on. All right, hello, Roy, come on, wake up. Hey, Slater, come on, wake up.
What time is it, Del?
Well, it's time you were gone, mate, come on, that's it. Up you get, I'll get your coat, don't worry about that.
I'll just get a glass of water.
Yeah, okay. No. Sit down here. I'll get you some water. Look, we've got plenty of water. We've got this trendy water. There you go. Have a drop of that, mate.
Oh, cheers, Del.
Listen, tell me something, Roy. You didn't come back here to Peckham just to organise the school reunion, did you?
Well, not just that. No, I got a letter from my wife's solicitors saying she wanted a divorce. So I've come back to sort out a few things with her. Gonna phone her brief, see if I can make a meet with her.
So you don't actually know where she's living then?
No, but a solicitor's local, so must be round here somewhere, mustn't she?
God dang.
Well, yeah.
While I was in the area, I thought I'd look up my old mates. I'm so glad I did, Del. It's done me the world of good meeting you again. Finding that you're willing to forgive and forget. I know it might sound poetical or sentimental. The cup of human kindness really does run it over.
All day.
That's my wife. Hey, this picture here. It's my Rachel.
No, that says there Raquel. Look, that says. That's it.
That was a stage name. A bit of singing and acting. What's a picture of my wife doing in your flat?
God dang.
What's the picture of his wife doing in our flat? He doesn't know.
You keep the noise down. I'm trying to get some sleep in there. Is Raquel in yet?
Raquel? You mean she lives here?
Yes, I live here. Hello, Roy.
Rachel.
Who's Rachel?
I'm sorry, I just don't understand what's happening. I come back here and... Oh. I see it now. You're cohabiting, ain't you?
That's the way you want to put it, yes.
Well... Which one?
Which one? Uncle Albert hair be so his hair so goddamn wild, bro. That's insane.
Saucy git. What do you mean, which one?
Del?
Yes, Dale!
Who's Rachel?
It's a full SP, Derek. Is this just another sort you've trawled in your net? Another notch on the bedstead, or are you too close? Where'd you get that from? You're pregnant!
Oh, that's what it is. We've been wondering about this, haven't we, Del?
Guess, look here, Slater. You and Raquel broke up over 8 years ago. She's a free woman now.
Not according to this letter from Rachel's solicitors, I'm not. According to this, I'm still her husband and she's still my wife.
He's Raquel's husband?
Stay out of it, Unc.
You know me, son. I'm saying nothing. Where do you think she's been for the past 8 years? In a convent?
Unbelieving. I figured she'd have a bloke in tow, and I guess it wouldn't be Cliff Richards. You always liked to live a bit, didn't you, love?
All right, that's enough of that, Slade. That's enough of that. Otherwise, I'm going to take you out there on that balcony and see if the EEC have changed the laws on gravity.
How do you expect me to feel? This woman, who I love...
Shut up, Roy. You're making me feel sick.
This woman, my lawful wedded wife, has been fertilised by a trotter.
What's wrong with a trotter? You was just happy to be catching up with old Dale, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. It's your fault, Slater. You the one who left her 8 years, didn't care about her, only cared about your own ambitions, only cared about getting revenge on all the guys. That's on you. Don't get mad at Rachel for moving up. Raquel for moving. God, what's the goddamn name? Don't get mad at her for moving on.
You had the whole world to choose from, Rachel. You could have had Pol Pot or a Siberian pimp with gingivitis and a wart on his nose. But oh no, not you. You decided to go down market, didn't you?
Down market? That's it, pal. Go out of this bloody house. Go on, get out. Oh,
Derek, just calm down.
Well, he's beginning to get on my bloody nerves now,
Why
Rodney.
did you come back, son?
To see my friends. To see my family. Most important of all, to see my wife. I've got a nice little inheritance coming soon. It's a nice few grand. I know this might sound ridiculous now. Well, it will sound ridiculous now. But I was thinking maybe you and me could try again, you know? A fresh start.
All right, come on, go on. Just naff off out of it, Slater. Go on.
Oh, don't you worry, Del. I wouldn't take it back now, not in that condition.
Right, come on, calm down. It's all right, Don. Now stop it. Stop it, Slater. You're getting her excited.
Yeah, and I always could, couldn't I, Del?
Right, that's it. No.
You better shut up, Roy, or I swear I'll set him on you. Calm down, Derek, please.
All right, Rodney.
Hey, Dale boy finna knock you out, bro. Dale boy finna knock you out. It's finna be a wrap. Hey, you in the Trotter household. This finna be a 3-on-1.
Thank you, all right. Oh, come on, you go in the bed. Now, come on. You get in there, I'll get in a minute. Go on. Off you go. Go on. That's it.
Who's Rachel?
Oh, shut up! Wait, Rodney.
Well, even if I weren't, I bloody would be now.
You?
What's up? You've given Slater my bed.
So I know, well, I had no choice, did I, Rodney? His bed and breakfast place would probably have been locked up. I had to let him kip here, didn't I?
What do you mean you had to?
Come on, Rodney, show a bit of compassion. Can't you see the predicament that I'm in?
No, I can't. All I can see is that snidey bark Slater lying in my bed and I'm stretched out on the chaise longue again. I'm going to sleep.
No, Rodney, don't go to sleep. Go to sleep, I want to talk.
What's about?
I mean, what about? About everything. About the situation, about Slater and Raquel and about my little baby. People find out that Slater was married to Raquel, that's going to be the end of me and Trotter's Independent Traders. Yes, no one's ever going to trust me again. Trust you? Why? How do you think my business associates and clients would feel knowing that I was going queso with the ex-wife of an ex-copper? And not any copper, but Slater, the slag. Most loathed and hated person in the parish. If they found out that Raquel and Slater had lived together and,
slept?
Yeah. Oh, go back to sleep, Rodney.
I can hear voices.
It's probably us.
Can't you sleep either? I've been laying in there for hours worrying about this situation. If people find out Raquel's married to Slater, you'd be finished.
People would be saying things behind my back, horrible things, things like Slater's reject, things like that.
Have you spoken with Raquel yet?
No, of course I haven't. It's not the poor mayor's fault, is it, eh? I've got to try and protect...
It's not the poor mayor's fault, is it? Oh, they in a sticky situation. Very sticky situation happening.
From the gossip. Try and protect myself as well, ain't I, eh? You know, I'm a proud man, I am. I'm proud. I don't want people to think that I mess with rejects. You see, Rodney, that's why I had to let Slater have your bed, you see? I've got to try to keep him sweet. I don't want him going all around the parish in the pubs and markets, opening his mouth. He's got a hold over me.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Rodney's got a point, Del. What he's saying is don't let Slater walk all over you. If you do, he might become suspicious and start wondering why.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps you're right.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm dying of thirst. Couldn't you sleep, Del?
Matter of fact.
God dang it, I figured it out. They just decided to, but forget that. I don't even care, bro. You can't stay there. Your woman, Raquel, is there, who is his ex-wife, who's having your child. Get him up out of there.
I got up early to give you an early breakfast later.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah. Then I was going to take you by the scruff of the neck and I was going to kick you out the bloody flat.
Is that right? I couldn't sleep either, worrying about you. What the local reaction would be if they were ever to find out the truth. I don't think anyone would ever trust you again if they knew you were living with the wife of an ex-copper. Not just any ex-copper, but Slater, who is universally hated and despised. I think that'd be the end of you. No, I wouldn't like that to happen. Especially not to a good mate like you. Because, despite the fact that you have taken my wife, the one woman who I ever really loved and tubbed her, I won't hold it against you. So I made a promise to myself. I'm going to make the same promise to you. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
You know it makes sense, Roy. Thanks very much.
I just hope and pray I don't have too many beers down the nag's head and go and let it slip.
Oh my
Beer
God.
always goes to my head. Now, champagne's different. I know exactly what I'm saying with champagne. But until my inheritance comes through, I can't afford those sort of luxuries. It's a poser, isn't it, Del?
Yes. Yes. Was a bit of a poser, Roy?
Yeah, boy, you do not give him money. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Look, here, let's some money there. Go and have a couple of bottles on me.
Yeah,
will you?
sure, Del.
Oh my
That's
God.
very kind of you. I really am quite moved. Thanks. See you all in the morning. Don't know how long I'll be staying, but it's not a problem, is it?
No, it's no problem, Roy.
Cheers, Del.
God dang, bro.
What you gonna do now, son? He's got you by the well, like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what I'm gonna do.
Come on, Dale.
I feel as if I'm in a state of shock.
Put your foot down. We not being blackmailed out here. Nah. Get some we don't care Slater talk. We don't care Slater talk. Put your foot down. If not for you, then for Raquel.
Shock. Must be like being hit by a John Barnes free kick.
They're short and curly and all, aren't they? I don't know. Don't know how much this is going to cost me before it's all over. I've already given him 40 quid. This is the first evening.
You might have given him 40 quid, Del, but it's his Slater's wallet.
Yeah. Funny, I thought it was Rodney's. Well, that's cheered me up a bit anyway.
Oi, look. It's some sort of contract from Slater's solicitor to Raquel. I, Rachel Slater, née Turner, hereby waive all my legal rights and entitlements to my husband's present and future estates. Well, it's one of them things them film stars get their future wives to sign. A pre-nuptial agreement, or in this case, a post-nuptial agreement.
That is what he came back here for. Wanted Raquel to waive all her rights to his money.
What money's he talking about? I thought he was skin.
Yeah, but he's got some sort of inheritance coming up. Anyway, I suppose it's what his dad left him.
No, his dad wouldn't have left him anything. He hated him more than the rest of us. Listen to this. Here, listen, dear Mr. Slater, blah, 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 blah. I would take this opportunity to bring to your notice the record-breaking high which exists on today's international diamond market. I would strongly advise your consideration to selling the 10 items you deposited with my firm some years ago. I await your instructions, yours faithfully, blah, 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 blah. And this is from a Bond Street diamond merchant. This is Slater's inheritance. These 10 little sparklers are what he pugged away when the old smuggling racket went up the pictures.
You've got it, Del. That is concrete evidence.
I know, Rodney, I know. Give me that wallet. Now then, we're going to hide this. We mustn't rush things, Rodney, till we can work out how best to handle this, all right?
You found it, Del. Been looking everywhere for that. That breakfast in bed you mentioned, about 9:30, all right? A couple of boiled eggs would be nice.
Gusty, Roy.
Hey, they got him. They got Roy. You know what I'm saying? Roy don't know. You gotta be sneaky about your attack. You can't just always attack straight up. Sometimes you gotta go around. Sometimes you gotta be patient. You gotta wait for that right time. For when your victim's most vulnerable. Or yeah, I guess it's the same thing. Most vulnerable, they find themselves when they think they're in the best position. When they think everything's going their way. They let their guard down. And that's when you attack. And Del Boy just gotta wait for that opening.
Rachel! Sorry, Raquel, let me get you a drink.
No, thanks. I just called in to see if Del was...
No, I insist. Mike, another bottle if you'd be so kind.
This on Dell's account and all, is it?
Yeah, that's all right with doing it?
Yeah, fine. Dell said anything you want, it's down to him.
They broke the mould when they made that, man. She seems a nice girl.
Yeah, Raquel. Yeah, she's lovely. She's been married before, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Right git, I heard. Really? Still, her luck changed when she met Del. He's had his faults, but his heart's in the right place. Hey, don't you tell him I told you that, will you?
Quit playing at, Roy. Why's Del paying for your champagne, bringing you breakfast in bed?
It's just giving a helping hand to an old school friend who's fallen on hard times.
When are you going, Roy?
I haven't decided. I'm just waiting for my inheritance to come through, and I'm thinking of buying a house in this area. We'll be seeing quite a lot of each other in the future. Do you ever think back to our times together?
Some things remind me. Things like repeats of Tenko.
Yeah, boy, Rodney, let me get you a drink.
Yes, make it a large bottle, will you, Roy? It's all right, sweetheart?
Yeah. I called in to see if you were here.
Yeah, well, listen, why don't you go and sit in the van, because I'm going to try and sort this thing out with Slater. It might not be very nice.
You're not going to hit him over the head with a chair, are you?
No, of course not.
Oh, well, I'm going to sit in the van then.
Well, then, you all right? Can you manage all that? Well, off you go. All right, Roy, enjoying my champagne, are you?
Lovely, Del.
Yeah, good.
Helps me keep a clear head. And as you know best of all, that's very important. I was going to take Raquel shopping this morning. She's still asleep. She always was difficult to wake up. Oh! Honey, how are you?
Okay, Dale. He overconfident now, Dale. He think he at the top. See, people can change, but not Roy Slater. He hadn't changed a bit. He just fell on hard times. That's all. He wanted to reunite with his classmates because he didn't have nobody else. He didn't have his career anymore. He didn't have family. He didn't have nothing. But he never really changed, as we can see.
Easily these things can slip out, isn't it, Del? I was thinking of hiring a car for a couple of weeks. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure. Let's go and sit down over there, Roy, shall we? And just discuss it, shall we?
Of course. Lead on. Here, Rodney.
So before we go any further, Roy, there's something I want to ask you. You knew all along that Raquel was living with me, didn't you?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in it. Yeah, I knew. Went down to town hall, looked up her name on the poll tax register. Didn't see your name down there, Del. Anyway, I had to get into your flat to make sure it's the same woman. And that's when I came up with the old school reunion idea. Del, go and fetch that bottle of champagne. There's a good chap.
You got a habit of leaving things lying around, don't you, Slater?
Yeah, like the other night when you left your wallet lying around. I couldn't help but have a little peek inside. I saw that contract you wanted Raquel to sign.
Only protecting my interests, Del. If it's good enough for Rod Stewart, it's good enough for me.
We also read that welcome home letter from your friendly diamond merchant.
So what?
Well, what would happen if we took that letter to the old Bill?
Sweet F.A., Derek. You've overlooked something. You may have read my personal paperwork, but that ain't proof. I've still got Exhibit A tucked up safe and sound in my pocket. Now get out of that one, Perry.
Yeah, well, this morning, before I woke you with your breakfast, I took your wallet out of your pocket and had another look at the paperwork.
So what?
Can I have Exhibit A, please, Rodney? Now, see this? That's what's called a fax machine. It's exactly the same as the one we got in the flat. Oh, it's the state-of-the-art technology, that is. You know what? You can send a message anywhere in the world with one of those. You know what else you can do with it? What does that say on there? Look.
Make a copy.
Photocopier.
Photocopier. Right, Roy, my boy. It photocopies things. Like pictures, like advertising bump, like letters from diamond merchants asking what you want done with 10 little sparklers, things like that.
So you got a copy?
Oh, not just one. Several. I mean, say we mislaid something as important as that. Be a crime, wouldn't it?
You said it, bruh.
You seem to forget, Derek. I know a lot more about the law than you do. I've already stood trial for those diamonds. Served me sentence. You can't be tried for the same crime twice.
Yeah, I know. Well, Rodney thought of that, so we went down to the local newspaper offices and we read the reports on the trial, right? You know, they had every little detail there. They even had a photo of you in the football team. Do you remember at school? Spot the Git competition it was.
Now, according to the reports, you were tried for illegally importing 78 diamonds into the country. But he didn't say nothing about 10 missing diamonds. Police don't know nothing about them. Yet.
I wonder how your mates down at the yard would feel if they got a copy of that letter. Probably mean a new trial.
And be honest, Roy. Be honest.
Be honest.
You wouldn't stand a chance, would you? Not with your record. And it'd be an even longer sentence this time. What, 7 years?
No, I reckon 10.
10?
Still, that wouldn't worry you, would it, Roy? Because you like reunions, don't you, eh? Wonder how all your mates in the Nick will feel when they see you back. They'll probably throw a party for you. On the roof.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I suspect that you're angling for a deal. Quite right. All right. I've sold the stones. I'll split the money with you. I'll give you 10%.
No.
Right, 80-20 in my favour.
No.
No, sir.
Come on, 70-30.
No, we don't want the money.
No, we don't want them. We don't want the money.
All I want from you is a promise that you will give Raquel a divorce. Then you will leave her alone forever. You'll get out of this area and never come back. You'll also keep your big mouth shut, because if one person, just one, hears that you were married to Raquel, then there'll be a letter with a first-class stamp on it, winging its way to the Commissioner of Police.
That's the deal.
That's the deal.
Well, those terms seem acceptable to me, Derek. Very acceptable. I'll give you my word, I'll keep my mouth shut.
And I'll keep away from pillar boxes.
I think that concludes our business.
Michael, have a bottle of champagne, please, and 2 glasses.
I've got a train to catch. Del, do me a favour. When the baby's born, if it's a boy, would you name it after me?
So, hardly fair to christen a kid Dick, is it?
Have a nice life, Del boy.
I will, Slater, don't worry, I will. Yes! Well done, Rodney, we've done it, what a team, what a team!
What a bloody...
Did they bluff that? Because I don't even know if that fax machine worked, bro. Oh,
Say it. Why didn't we take his money?
Because it's illegal.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I suppose you're right.
But, you see, when he sells the diamonds and he gives Raquel her divorce, she will be entitled legally to 50% of everything.
Oh, Derek, I will drink to that.
You two celebrating something, are
Yes, you could say that, Michael. We just pulled off the deal of the year.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, Del. That fax machine you sold me, the photocopier on it don't work.
Oh,
I
don't
knew
it?
it.
That's funny. Don't work on ours either.
I knew it. I knew they played him, bro. I knew they bluffed him. I absolutely love this freaking show so freaking much. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? Subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D-Neil. Out.